the Super Speedway.
Welcome to episode 379 of the Super Speedway podcast, recorded Monday, September 22nd, 2025. I'm your host, Eric Young, and I am joined, as always, by my co-host, James Cush. I should be talking much slower tonight. Really stretching this episode out.
You drag this out. I've got Monday Night Football to watch. Let's go.
Yeah, so we're recording this Monday night before Monday Night Football. James is trying to rush me out of here so he can go watch the Lions lose. And so
I thought for sure as the program was starting tonight, I thought for sure you would have had Denny Hamlin screaming about Ty Gibbs at the start.
I
thought about it.
The problem is like I said, I don't have the HBO Max subscription anymore. I don't want to go through the effort to search for it every week, so I don't want to start the precedent back up of doing it and then it be expected.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I know. I've listened to the audio like 78 times. It's such good audio. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we'll talk about that probably in a little bit, won't we?
Yeah, it's probably going to be the main thing we talk about tonight because there's not a ton to talk about unless the news breaks while we're recording this.
Good racing. We saw.
Yeah.
I think we saw what we expected out of the Penske bunch. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, they're back to what we kind of thought we were going to get in the playoffs with Penske, aren't they?
They reared their ugly heads again, didn't they?
Yeah.
Were you scared that Joey Logano was going to do it again?
I'm not scared of it, no, because I
think a lot of people were.
I don't think he was an undeserving champion last year. Was he lesser deserving than other drivers? Sure, but I don't think he was undeserving.
Do you know? Have you? This is an old Bill Simmons thing, but he has this concept that every year the NBA MVP should get a trophy, but the size of the trophy should change based on how awesome they were.
Okay.
So like Michael Jordan, in like 98 when the Bulls, won the Last Dance.
Right.
Giant trophy. Ginormous, as big as you can make it, right?
Uh-huh.
And then there's MVPs where a little itty bitty trophy, like James Harden, itty bitty tiny trophy. Like that was Joey Logano's championship last year. Yeah, you're the champion, just a little itty bitty trophy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's a 3-time champion. I don't know, James. I
know. I'm not trying to go down that road tonight.
I wasn't going to talk about the playoffs at all tonight. So, but I was going to say, Penske gets the win, but the Penske driver that we all like gets the win instead of
the one that people are okay with winning. Yeah,
instead of the one that nobody likes.
Yeah, right.
Except me. I like Joey Logano, but Ryan Blaney gets it done, locks himself into the next round.
Fastest car.
He didn't dominate the race, but he co-dominated the race. Because him and Joey Logano led most of it. So
yeah, they did.
Starts on the up front, wins the first stage, fourth and second stage, and they were there all day long, pretty much.
Yeah,
and you can't forget the other Penske driver, Josh Berry.
The hyphened Penske.
Yeah, who finally decided to finish a race on the lead lap and finishes second.
Scored a whole bunch of points and led laps.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Right.
Just 3 weeks too late.
Yep. Yeah. Man, look at what happens when the pressure's off, right?
Right. I know.
I mean, I don't know that any of what happened to Josh Berry was pressure.
Bad luck, mostly.
Yeah. I mean, they had the car too low at Darlington. It bottomed out and he crashed. He gets taken out at Gateway, and then the car catches on fire at Bristol. I mean, none of that was his doing. It wasn't a panic situation.
I think one of the things too with Josh Berry that has happened because of how he ran in the first round is like people were kind of dogging him a little bit.
I wasn't dogging him, man. I had him on my fantasy because I knew he was going to run good here.
He's a good driver, especially when you go to like short track type. I know New Hampshire's not short track, but it has the characteristics of one.
It might as well be a short track.
Yeah, I mean he shows up. I should have had him in my fantasy lineup. I really screwed the pooch on that one, but yeah, good day for the Penske group. Maybe took the shine away from the Gibbs group a little bit.
A little bit.
Maybe they did that to themselves.
And there's enough attention on the Gibbs group, that's for sure.
Yeah, I guess that's the direction we can take the show, huh? I don't know.
Is there anything else to talk about with Ryan Blaney? I mean, he won, he dominated. And
does this, you know what? we'll maybe close the chapter on Ryan Blaney a little bit, but does this leap him into the championship favorite spot now, do you think?
I don't think so yet.
Man, he's been running good though.
He has been running really good. I mean, he's definitely
really
one
good.
of the favorites, but I think looking at the playoff standings right now, because of the reset and because of this race, I think it's very deceiving with Chase Briscoe 12 points to the good.
Yeah.
Because I still think he's the guy to watch out for.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a rebound there. And honestly, James, you know, I said I wasn't going to talk about the playoffs, but this switch over to round 2 this year probably bothers me the most ever of a points reset because of, I mean, both the 2311 cars, especially Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace is now the last place in the playoffs, 27 points out, and he was in solidly. And Chase Briscoe is 12 points to the good.
Yeah.
It just seems, I don't know, that sucks.
I think, you know, Kansas could be an all-timer if because I think you're talking about drivers who are really going to need it. Like, Briscoe's going to need it. Reddick's going to need it. Bubba's going to need it. They're really going to need this race. And Ross is good there too. Like, all these guys are.
Isn't Cindric good there?
Yeah, Cindric will be good. I mean, yeah, this is a track where the field could tighten up a little bit more. I don't want to say they're going to flip flop. Flip flop seems a little bit extreme, but yeah, it's going to tighten up real quick. Real quick.
Yeah, the only one that's comfortable is Blaney.
Yeah, and maybe Byron and Larson, but they're one catastrophe away, so you don't want to have that if you're those guys. But
TV was talking really hard, like all the drivers are scared of the Roval this round. Do you feel like is that a narrative they're trying to play up?
They're trying to play that up a little bit. I don't think the drivers.
I don't think it's that much of a wild card.
Not like it used to be.
No.
They know that place now so well.
I mean, there's a couple drivers that you'd go, well, they're not going to probably do well there. But, I mean, honestly, probably the one that jumps out the most at you there is Bubba Wallace, and that's his best road course.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Yeah, Bubba's got 2 good tracks back-to-back here that the thing with the Roval, man, we're looking way ahead. Holy cow,
I know.
We went down to another.
That's what happens when there's no news.
The thing with the Roval, especially in the playoff, is the stage points.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be points to be had.
That's true.
You just got to figure out how to get them.
Yeah, you have to decide whether you're racing for the points or racing for the win.
Well, like if you're William Byron, it's easy decision, right? Like, let's say he carries his 47 over, and you know if he wins a stage that makes it 55 or whatever the heck whatever that number is, then you're racing for the stage at that point. But yeah, there's going to be guys who are going to need the win, so we'll see. But yeah, I hate looking past New Hampshire so quickly because that was.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because that was a really decent, like, New Hampshire.
Well, so
has been good.
I retweeted Gluck's "Was it a good race?" poll today. That was hanging at 74%, and I said, "Who is voting no on these? Like, do you just hate everything? Like, this was a really good race.
Yep.
It wasn't a barn burner, but it was a really good race.
Yep.
And New Hampshire's been a terrible track for years, and I mean, honestly. Maybe since this car, maybe a little bit before this car, New Hampshire's actually been a pretty decent track.
I remember watching with you at your old house a few years back, watching New Hampshire. Denny Hamlin won. It was a really good race.
Yeah.
It was an entertaining race. So
it's a very underrated track in the circuit. And honestly, I think it's ever since they went to the progressive banking with the really flat bottom.
Yep.
It has created the dive bomb situation. It's created a situation where you can get next to somebody, but you can't complete the pass necessarily. And it's just created good racing.
Yep. Yeah, it's really drivable. And even, the challenges that this car has, like, not so much here. Blaney was really good. Goodyear, again, credit to Goodyear for bringing tires that will do the job pretty well. So
yeah, the doors were dirty on the cars again, James, from the tire coming off.
Joey said they had a tire that was extremely worn, like it would wear fairly extremely.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, like, to the point where they couldn't make it 40 laps. He said that seemed a little too extreme. I was like, yeah,
that's a little much, especially at New Hampshire. I was saying
last week.
Like we've seen some. I mean, we saw a couple of hard hits this weekend, but we've seen some bad hits in New Hampshire. We don't need to be blowing tires going into the turns.
No, it's not a track where you fool around.
No, I don't think
we had hard hits in the truck We had the hard truck series race had hard hits.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how fast they're going into the turns here.
Yeah.
And there's no banking. I mean, there's no banking to scrub off speed. You're basically hitting a wall head on if you miss the turn. So
Yeah.
all right, let's get there. Denny Hamlin, Ty Gibbs.
We
feuding.
buried the lead.
We buried the lead. Yeah. So let's start here. Who is in the right and who is in the wrong in this situation?
Oh, are you going to put me on the spot and make me go first?
Do you want me to go first? I don't care.
No, I'll go for it. I'll go first.
I'm very I'm very much in my position as to who's at fault here.
How about this? Denny Hamlin, pass him. If you're so much faster than he is, pass him.
Dude,
quit crying about it and pass him.
Denny Hamlin is in the right on this one. I'm sorry.
Oh, I cannot believe we're both going opposite directions on this.
I am very sorry, but Denny Hamlin is right. Now, that being said,
I've been defending Denny Hamlin on this podcast all year long, and you flipped it on me. I knew it.
But the thing is again, Ty Gibbs, his name is on the front of the frickin' building, right? He is potentially the future owner of this company, you would imagine, right? I mean, you got to think he's going to own this place. So as the heir apparent to the team, you should do what's best for the team. And I don't think he should pull over, but he definitely raced Denny harder than he needed to. And let's put it this way. If he did that, fine, and Denny did what he needed to do, he turned him, and now Ty Gibbs should shut up and not worry about it. He got what was coming to him. Yeah. And the problem is he's not going to. He's going to raise a big stink, and I imagine Denny's got enough pull in the company to probably be all right, but I don't know. I don't have any issue with Denny spinning him. I guess is the biggest thing for me. I don't want to see drivers roll over, even for teammates, but the right thing to do as a teammate is to roll over in that situation.
Well, this is one of those things where it's right place, right time, type of deal. Where, Ty can cut him a little slack, but I get sick of this conversation sometimes because everybody's always crying about, they got to race at 100%. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You get this all the time. And then you got a kid like Ty Gibbs who doesn't, I'm not going to say he doesn't know any better. He's learned the hard way a few times in his career by now.
I don't think he's learned yet, actually.
No, well, you're right. He's learning, right?
I don't think he thinks he needs to learn.
Well, he might not.
I don't think that Ty Gibbs has the consequences that other drivers have in this situation.
You're right. He's got some protections, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that is 100% true, and I don't disagree with you whatsoever. Jeff and Jordan talked about this on the teardown a little bit, and they brought up Austin Dillon and what he was willing to do for Kyle Busch at Daytona.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine and dandy if you're RCR, but if you're racing for Joe Gibbs, no offense to RCR, that's a different class of race car. These guys are all, if you're in a Joe Gibbs equipment, it is win or bust, week in and week out. And the pressure on Ty Gibbs to win races has got to be monumental at this point because it hasn't happened for him yet. And that pressure is not going away. It's only going to get stronger and stronger. So
here's the issue with that, though.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
111. That was the lap that incident happened.
Yes.
111 of 301 laps.
Yep.
I don't recall, but what position were they running? I think
it was 10th and 11th.
So that's my argument against what you're saying. If this was lap 250 and we're racing in the top 5, all bets are off. But you're a third of the way into this race and you're racing for 10th.
Mm-hmm.
You lift. You just let them go and you come back at. Now, can I clarify that what I think should happen from a team standpoint and what I want to see happen are different? Because what I want to see happen is I want him to race his guts out and I want this conflict because this is fun. This gives me something to enjoy. I was giggling when Denny spun him. I was so excited. I was actually really disappointed when Gibbs hit the wall and broke the toe link afterwards and went to the pits because I was really hoping Gibbs was going to do something yet to Denny.
with his thumbs up out the window.
Yeah. So, but from a team standpoint, and if the roles were reversed, you know damn well what Gibbs would want Denny to do.
Oh, of course.
I mean,
of course. And I don't try to defend Ty Gibbs by saying like, oh, you know, I know what Ty Gibbs is,
right,
and has proven to be in his career so far, and he's a bit of a recluse, bit of a curmudgeon, right? He's cranky.
Yeah. Entitled is the word you're looking for.
Entitled's a good word for it too. Yeah, silver spoon, that whole bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that whole thing. But also at the same time, you've got Denny Hamlin, and you've got him screaming and crying on the radio.
Oh, he sounded like he was was in tears.
Yeah, and I have always had a hard time with the crying on the radio.
Yeah. Oh no.
Martin Truex Jr., the biggest offender of this, by the way, would scream and cry constantly. I guess, what do we want these guys to do? Do we want them to race hard or not? Because, by God, Ty Gibbs is racing them hard, and I have no problem with it. If you want to get by me, get by me. Earn it, though.
Well, he got by him.
And here's the other point I'll make on this. Yeah, he got by him all right. Ty Gibbs, with that, and specifically how he drives at times, reminds me of a 3-time champion. Because he can be a real you-know-what on the racetrack. And Joey Logano does the same kind of crap.
Well, how many times did they talk about... How many times does NBC announce that Joey Logano is #1 and toughest to pass in the Cup Series right now?
Darn right. And he's built a reputation on it.
Yeah.
So you either, and this was the discussion you and I had many, many times, Eric, about Ross Chastain. Only it was a little different because Ross was actually dumping people.
Right.
Like, you know, but I missed that, Ross.
Yeah.
You know, hindsight being what it is, like, we need guys that are, you know,
well, again,
pains in the ass out there.
This was way more entertaining. And from a fan standpoint, this is what I want to see. But from a team standpoint,
I get
from best for the organization, Ty Gibbs screwed up and he paid the price.
So here's the other thing I'll ask you too.
Now, should NASCAR step in? Hell no.
No. God, no.
I mean,
no, there's no penalty here.
No.
The penalty's been served.
Yeah.
Ty Gibbs got served the penalty.
Yeah.
Now, will Denny Hamlin serve another penalty? Maybe. I doubt it.
You don't think so?
I don't think Ty's that dumb.
You remember Martinsville in the Xfinity series a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Ty Gibbs has changed that much since then?
I don't know. I'd like to think maybe he has a little bit.
You got way more confidence than I do, man.
Do you think there's a lot of love loss for Denny Hamlin's situation over there? Because
No.
I don't.
No.
I don't think Denny's very well liked right now by most people.
I think this is the perfect situation for the fans because I don't think a lot of fans like either of them. So
no, you pick your side.
Yeah, you get to enjoy both. This is like back when I used to watch Big Brother.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't really watch it because I liked the show. I watched it because I didn't like anybody on the show, and I just wanted to see the conflict.
Yep.
So this is kind of the same thing.
Yep.
Except, I mean, I do like Denny Hamlin. I don't know if I've ever even talked to Ty Gibbs, but Denny I like.
Yeah, I don't remember Ty Gibbs being in the media center this year when he was in there. He might have been.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever talked to him.
Yeah, well, and again, like young drivers are going to make young driver mistakes sometimes. Yeah. And
it's good for our sport. Again, it gave us something to talk about here for a little bit, which is perfect.
And I think the other thing we got to remember too with this, Ty Gibbs has not been in this position a lot in his Cup Series career, but he has elevated himself the last few weeks. Like
100%.
That team is running with drivers he's not used to running with lately, because he's getting faster. He's going to win a race.
Yeah.
It might not be this year, but in the next, next year or so, he's going to win. Like he's getting better.
Him and the 77, we keep seeing all of a sudden they're in that top 10, which we haven't, historically seen them up there a lot. Hocevar was up there again yesterday too.
Yep.
Finished just outside, but.
Yep, and that's another one who ruffles feathers.
Yep.
And people don't. But people like him. Fans like him. The drivers might not.
Yeah,
but.
Some fans like him. Some fans don't.
Yeah, which is okay.
We have a little bit skewed view over here of Hocevar because the fans that we see are Michigan fans, and they like him because he's from Michigan.
Him here, yeah.
Same thing with Brad Keselowski. I always thought Brad Keselowski had tons of fans till we watched him get introduced at Eldora and the whole place booed.
Oh yeah.
And then we realized not everybody,
Ohio.
if they're from
Ohio.
aren't from Michigan, likes Brad, and plus it was Ohio. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
of course.
Right. Exactly.
But
Exactly.
yeah. So, I personally don't think this is over with. Denny talked a little bit about it on his podcast. He didn't go real heavy into it on his podcast, at least from the clips I saw. I didn't listen to the whole show.
Yep.
But he kind of stood his ground to a certain extent. And again, I think this is a situation where they're both right. I mean, Ty is trying to win still. He's still trying to get his first win.
Right.
And he's supposed to go out there and try and win every position. So he's in the right. But Denny Hamlin, certainly, he's maybe got the best chance he's ever had to win a championship. I think he's announced essentially that he's got 2 more years left.
Yep.
So his time is running out. Ty Gibbs has a long career to still win a championship, and he can't win one this year. So in Denny's mind, he should, get the benefit of the doubt, and he's not wrong either.
Yeah, and I think he just wants to be respected.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, but
Yeah. Denny's done his own
Ty
things
Gibbs,
about respect. So
well, and again, I don't think that Ty Gibbs hands out respect either.
No,
to anybody.
I don't think Ty Gibbs feels like he has to.
The funny thing, though, that I heard was, Joe Gibbs said, we'll let the drivers handle it. And then Denny Hamlin said the complete opposite.
Right.
He was like, well, I guess we'll talk about it, amongst the leadership. I'm like, well, that's not what Joe said. So that should be fun.
Maybe Denny should ask Eric Almirola how to handle it.
Yeah, well, yeah. Does he need to get suspended?
I don't know.
Time for the
I don't know. Can you imagine?
I did tweet out, though. I said, there's part of me that kind of hopes that Ty Gibbs ruins Denny's championship chances. I think that'd be hilarious.
I wouldn't mind seeing them have a couple more run-ins for the end of the year.
Yeah, why not?
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Fun to watch.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have Kyle Busch anymore, so we might as well have something.
Right. We talked about Josh Berry having a strong run in this race, finally rebounding after 3 weeks. Another driver had a strong run here that could have used him the last 3 weeks was SVG. Of course, he ends up in the crash, which ruins his day. But, man, were you expecting SVG to be a top 5 car in this race?
That was surprising to me. I don't know if it's a flat track thing or what. But
even when he qualified
really
up there, it's like he's not going to stay up there. And he did.
Yeah, he was good. No notes from me. That was a great race for Shane Van Gisbergen. And I hate that he got wiped out the way he did.
Yeah. 32nd place finish at the end of the day.
But yeah, Brad took that corner a little too tight and
the
wall. And
I don't think Brad could have taken it. I think the same thing would have happened whether Brad hit that wall or not.
Yeah,
because there wasn't room there.
Brad.
Yeah.
Brad's got a bit of a reputation lately.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I just cry a little bit every week when I see Kyle Busch out there just
it's terrible.
buzzing along.
It's terrible.
Buzzing along in the 25th to 40th.
Man, I shared that post with you a while back that said we need to see this guy back.
Yeah.
In different, it was said in different words, but
yeah.
Yeah, I miss that. I miss what he was.
Well, now he's doing men's health commercials on the internet. And
well, those aren't men's health commercials. Those are. I'm not going to say.
Yeah, we'll leave it alone.
That has a lot to do. I'm not going to go there.
All right.
Done. I'm good.
So Cody Ware.
God.
Shall we talk about Cody Ware?
Go for it.
I really liked how the TV broadcast clammed up when it became obvious what happened in that incident. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Like suddenly they were not going to throw blame at him for some reason, despite the fact that it was very obvious that he was trying to wreck somebody that wrecked him earlier.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what they were doing there.
This kid, man.
I'm not a big Cody Ware fan. I'm trying really hard not to be demonize that guy, but he really bothers me.
Not doing himself any favors.
He really bothers me. And he's got a history, which we won't get into, but
brings out a caution with less than 50 laps to go for an incident way in the back because he doesn't know how to wreck somebody.
Yep.
Just stupid.
Well, he called that to Danica Patrick. That's what that is.
That's worse than Danica Patrick.
It was worse than
Danica Patrick at least wrecked herself trying to wreck somebody after the checkered flag.
Poor Landon Castle.
Right?
Yeah. Good God. Yeah, Cody Ware, I don't have a whole lot of defense for him. So
yeah, I'll be listening to DBC tomorrow to hear how Tommy Baldwin defends what he did this week.
Should be interesting.
So tired of it.
Should be interesting.
There'll be some reason it's not Cody's fault.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. This is stupid.
We didn't talk about William Byron. Third place finish for William Byron. Chase Elliott, fifth place finish. Nice strong run for a couple Hendrick cars that needed it. Kyle Larson in seventh. Too. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I would say Hendrick Motorsports had a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Compared to what they have been, I think they can take a lot away from that. That was good. That was a good run for those guys.
How about a nice quiet eighth place finish for Michael McDowell? Continues to overachieve.
Yep. I feel like Chase Briscoe rallied too. That was another one.
Yeah, he was running pretty crappy all day. And
he had a bad qualifying run. That was really surprised me how poor his day was.
Yeah,
but got a top 10 out of it. That's what you got to do. That was a good salvage.
Yep.
So,
Daniel Suarez with the last place finish after getting airborne on the backstretch.
Yep, he did get airborne. That happened. John Hunter had a huge hit too.
Yeah, that was a hard hit.
Yeah. It
was a weird one, too.
Don't like seeing the 42 car have hard hits at New Hampshire for obvious reasons.
No.
Justin Haley was out there with no front end. That was another good one.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that in
a long time. That's what happens when you don't have the DVP like it used to be.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yep. All for it.
16th victory in 372 Cup Series races for Ryan Blaney. Third victory and 17th top 10 finish this season for him. Riley Herbst was your highest finishing rookie in 22nd. Nice. And Ryan Blaney's your points leader, 2 points over William Byron, and locked into the next round for the NASCAR Cup Series.
Get ready for Daga, buddy.
Yep, there you go. Let's see. The Team EJP 175 for the Craftsman Truck Series at Louden, and Corey Heim dominates.
Familiar winner
again. Yeah. That's pretty much all.
Tied the record.
Tied the record. Yeah. I retweeted. Breakhard tweeted today. The last driver not named Corey Heim or Lane Riggs who won a NASCAR Truck Series race was Stuart Friesen on June 7th
at Michigan, where we were there.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it is amazing. It is amazing. Wow.
We did finish the round of the playoffs for the Truck Series. Chandler Smith and Jake Garcia get knocked out.
Chandler gave it a heck of a ride.
He sure did.
But couldn't get it done.
Sure did. Yeah. Powered through
That's a disappointing season for Chandler Smith.
Yeah, definitely.
I expected a lot more out of that. So we'll see what he can do next year.
Yep. Of course, the Truck Series is off this week. They come back for the first time at the Roval. Is it their first time ever at the Roval, or just first time in a while at the Roval?
I think this was the first one they've done at the Roval. I don't remember them being there before.
That's right. Outside looking in now with the reset in the round of 8, Caden Honeycutt, Rajah Caruth, Grant Enfinger, and Tyler Ankrum. Ankrum's right on the line, so he's tied essentially with Ty Majeski, who gets the tiebreaker. Honeycutt's only 7 points out though, so we can
basically lock Heim into the next round.
Yeah, I mean he's 69 points to the good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a season!
It's incredible.
Wow.
Is it? I mean, if he doesn't win the championship, right? Like,
yeah,
people are going to lose their minds.
Did I read that he doesn't have a ride locked up for next year?
Well, I think he does. I just think it depends on a lawsuit.
Wow, that's true.
I'm pretty sure he's in a 2311 car next year.
Could be.
It's just, is it an open car?
Right.
Do they have to buy a charter back?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
So.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's got to be a situation to be in, right? Like, I'm curious what he knows and what he doesn't know, like about his future. If that's true.
No, he's impressive. Everything he's in, he's impressive. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you go. Anything else to talk about with the Truck Series? I mean, it's pretty much.
That's about it.
Pretty much.
Frankie Muniz said he'll be coming back soon.
There you go. Good deal. Good for Frankie.
Yeah, everybody's happy for Frank.
Looking at the results here to see if Corey LaJoie top 10 finish. Good to see. Gio Ruggiero has been pretty decent as of late in that 17 truck. Obviously, teammate to Corey Heim, you expect good things out of him.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really anything else jumps out at me here. Let's see. As you said, 20th victory for Corey Heim in 85. Craftsman Truck Series races now. Lane Riggs, no. Gio Ruggiero was your highest finishing rookie in 4th place in this one. So there you go.
Rock on.
And news, there isn't any.
The only, you know what? I just remembered something.
What's that?
Jimmy Johnson and Rick Ware.
Yes,
Ware
you're right.
Settled their dispute.
Yes.
So it sounds like Legacy will have a charter. I think that the charter is coming from the 60 car.
Well, not next year. This apparently
the details are sparse.
RFK has said that 60 car is good for next year.
Okay, so there you go.
So yeah, I
it's
think
a little sketchy on what the charter is. I haven't seen like clear.
I think what ended up happening is that the sale went through. The sale has been approved for 2020. We don't have any details.
Yes.
But the way I took it is that Rick Ware got their way with the 2027 date versus the 2026 date that Legacy was saying it was.
Right.
That's what sounds like to me.
Yes, that sounds right.
So that keeps RFK in good situation for next season. Beyond that will be a question mark because obviously they're going to have to figure something out for that charter.
Yep.
So
who's going to be doing the Legacy? That's a seat somewhere, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Corey Heim?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, Legacy can't add a car.
I don't think they can, right?
They can't add a chartered car because they can only have 3.
Right.
So I think they have a leased charter right now from someone else.
I think you might be right. I think you might be right about that. It is murky. These charters.
Yeah.
It's a little murky.
It's a mess. Yeah. We don't care really. Just as long as they're on the track, that's what we really care about, right?
Yep.
I mean, we don't.
That's right.
Honestly, the fact that the 2311 cars are open cars right now means nothing to us.
No,
they're guaranteed to make it in still. So whatever.
It doesn't matter.
We don't care what they get paid.
No,
doesn't matter to
absolutely
us at all.
not. Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, that was the only news I could think of though. Everything else is there's nothing coming up on the 2311 lawsuit in the next little bit yet.
Yeah.
Some discovery stuff that they're working through, but nothing.
I feel like there was one other little thing, but I don't remember what it was. It wasn't important, so.
Not important enough to make this show, I'll tell you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Man, we're only 40 minutes in, James. I need to stretch it out a little bit more.
I've got Monday Night Football to get to, baby. Let's go.
What time does it start? 8:15?
8:15.
Oh, man.
We're going to make it. I think we're going to make it.
I got to kill another 40 minutes yet?
I am optimistic I'm going to make it.
Yeah, you're going to make it. We're going to burn through this. Any checkered flags for you this week, James?
Yeah. I was going to say, shoot, I was on top of my, this was something that caught my eye. Okay. Sorry, I'm mumbling and babbling here. But Tony Stewart met a fan at the 4 Wide Nationals.
Oh, yeah.
And the funny thing is he signed all of his die-casts that he had. He's a huge Tony Stewart collector. And I sold him one of my die-casts.
That's funny.
And his name, I'm looking it up right now because I want to make sure I got it correct. Bear with me. Was... I'm struggling. Here we go. Chip Wilson.
Okay, there you go.
So Chip Wilson, I sold a Tony Stewart diecast to a couple years ago, and apparently every diecast that he owns is now signed by Tony Stewart. So my diecast made it around.
Nice.
So there you go.
That's cool. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Did you see that old Tony was back this weekend?
He was back making the podcast rounds.
Well, got caught cheating too, and had to defend himself. Did you see that?
Yeah, he did.
It sounded like the old Tony from NASCAR.
He got a little defensive, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. He told, did you listen to him on the download?
No, I didn't.
Oh, he was talking about his crash, and he was, seeing stars a little bit, and
yeah,
sounded like he had a concussion, but nothing that kept him out of the car.
If you get knocked out, isn't it like automatically a concussion?
I guess.
I would think so.
I mean, crashing like that though is nuts, but
yeah.
Anyway, I just thought it was funny that. Long story short, this Chip Wilson character, with all of his diecasts, the one that I sold him, made it over to Tony Stewart.
That's
cool.
Cool. Since I really didn't have much of a checkered flag, I kind of have a little bit of one. I'll add to your Tony Stewart thing and just shout out Rico Abreu for getting that ride.
That's a cool deal they got going.
And moving over to High Limit. So
Yeah, they made it sounds like a couple things I noticed. Definitely sounds like there was some animosity with Donnie Schatz,
Yeah.
which that's
Long relationship stuff like that happens with long relationships.
I mean, yeah, they've been together for a while, so
Yep.
that's cool. But also it sounds like Rico's going to be running that program for the most part.
That's
and
cool.
Tony Stewart's bringing his infrastructure in, and
I love Rico. Any opportunity.
Oh,
I
I've
really
been-
want to see
love
Rico
Rico.
do well in NASCAR, but
I really thought he'd make it in NASCAR. I
Me
really
too.
did.
Me too.
But he was looking like he was coming along pretty good, and then it just didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
So.
coming along pretty well in the sprint car though.
Oh yeah, he might win that high limit championship.
Yeah.
He is in the points lead right now.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. That's good for him. Good to see. I did want to shout out, take an opportunity to shout out Owasso Speedway too. We had the Owasso Nationals this weekend at Owasso. 3 days of racing. The Jeg Sierra All-Star Tour that I shoot photos for was racing yesterday, and it rained all freaking morning out there. It was looking like the forecast was like we're not going to be racing today. We were all trying to be optimistic, but pretty much expecting to be going home. As far as I understand, the contingency plan was there wasn't one. Like if we didn't race, we weren't racing. There was no rain date, come back another day.
Oh jeez.
And then Owasso's got a couple of jet dryers. They're not NASCAR jet dryers, but they're good enough. And they dried that track. It dried quick.
That's awesome.
And we raced, and it was good the rest of the afternoon. They got all their show in. So, unfortunately, didn't have the crowd because of the weather. So that kind of sucked. I'm sure Rex didn't do as well on Sunday as he would have hoped to. I know the stands were packed on Saturday, though, so good for them there. But still, able to get the show in all 150 laps yesterday for the Jeg CRA All-Star Tour.
I forgot you were going out there.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. It was an interesting day for me because usually there's a lot of running around. I was mostly sitting in a trailer waiting out the rain and then go out and shoot a race, and that was it. There was nothing else. Everything else was canceled. Awesome. So, yeah. So good show out there. It was a fun day, and good to see Owasso get that in. So again, just one of the best tracks in Michigan. Still doing a lot of stuff out there. So good to see.
Yep. Finishing the season strong.
How about Black Flags before we get to mine that is coming?
I'm gonna let you go. I don't really have one this week, so I'll let you do your thing.
All right. So we occasionally talk about Supercross on this podcast, and of course the Deegans have a connection to NASCAR, which apparently there's a pretty heavy rumor that Haley's coming back next year in the Ram truck with Colleague, but we'll see if that happens.
With a few other characters.
Yeah, if that turns out to be true, that team's gonna be a mess. But anyway, so old Hayden Deegan racing for the championship in the 250 class. It's their playoff format, which if people hate the NASCAR playoffs because they're designed to create chaos, then you should really hate the Super Motocross playoffs because it's literally 3 races. And the first race is for your normal points, and the second race is double points, and the third race is triple points. So you kind of get a little bit of a lean in at the beginning, but most of it comes down to the last race, and so it's just complete, utter chaos.
Just chaos.
And when you have a bonehead like Hayden Deegan competing for the championship and behind,
bonehead.
yes, oh yes. So it was basically down to him and Joe Shimoda for the championship. And Hayden gets the lead, takes off, and runs away, and he's faster than everybody, so he should easily win the race. But Joe Shimoda, if he finishes second or third, wins the championship regardless of Hayden Deegan winning the race. So Joe ends up coming to second, and Hayden puts on the brakes and tries repeatedly to wreck him. Repeatedly. Over and over again.
Yeah, he did.
And the fact that the sanctioning body allowed him to do it just pisses me off. Like, I don't even want to watch Supercross anymore, the way this went down. If they don't issue some sort of penalty for this, if they don't fine him or put him on, he was already on probation, but if they don't put him on any probation or anything for Supercross, I don't know if I'm even going to pay them money to subscribe to Peacock to watch this because it's just ridiculous. But Hayden fortunately punished himself and ended up succeeding in wrecking Shimoda, but broke his own collarbone in the process, which they have their Motocross to Nations coming up, which he was on the team for, that he likely won't be able to compete in now. So Hayden is going to pay a penalty for his stupidity. He also apparently, so Joe Shimoda in the press conference after the race, apparently they had words before the main event, and Joe was asked what he said. Joe's from Japan, but he speaks English and all that. He's pretty fluent now. When he came to the U.S., he didn't speak any English, But anyway, they asked him what Hayden said on the line, and Hayden apparently said to him something along the lines of, "You don't even know what's coming for you." And Joe's response to him was, "I don't speak English," which was just great. So, I like Joe a lot more. Joe did end up winning the championship.
Finished second and got the title, right?
Yep. Yeah. So, but just the thing is even if Hayden would have taken him out, he still wouldn't have won the championship because he didn't have enough to get the overall still. So it really wasn't Hayden trying to win the championship. It was Hayden just trying to cost the guy who was racing in the championship. It just was complete ridiculousness. And the part that frustrates me most, Hayden's already proven himself to be a bonehead, and to do really stupid stuff like this. Like the reason he was on probation last year was for taking out his own teammate in a race.
Yeah.
But the fact that the sanctioning body didn't step in after the third attempt at him trying to wreck Shimoda, blatantly trying to wreck Shimoda, that's my black flag, is those guys. Just completely ridiculous. So hopefully they decide to make a little bit less of a mockery out of this series, and they've given penalties for much lesser things and penalties that weren't deserved. So to not penalize Deegan is...
Well, I saw that going down. Like, I saw the highlights of it, and I'm like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Man, that is like video game stuff.
It was ridiculous. Like I would do that in video games.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Win a championship? Yeah.
Yeah, but... Jeez.
That was bad. That was so bad.
Yep, it was ridiculous. Made the sport look really stupid. And
Yeah,
I mean, they've got a while before Supercross. They haven't even announced the schedule yet. It doesn't start till after January, so they got some time to dish out a punishment. And I hope they do. So
Yeah.
also, just to take my opportunity to take a shot at Fox, I highly recommend that they check the pulse of the people in the booth for the Fox truck broadcasts. Because my God, if they could have had any less enthusiasm during that race, we'd have heard snoring in the background. Like, it was so bad, just awful.
Yeah, they're struggling.
Maybe if they had them at the track, they could get excited. I don't know. It's just so frustrating. Anyway, there, I'm done. I'm done bad mouthing people.
Good.
So you don't have any? You're gonna let me have all of it?
Yep, I'm gonna let you have all of it this week.
All right. Well, there you go. James, Kansas this weekend, Kansas Speedway, NASCAR Cup Series, the Hollywood Casino 400, presented by ESPN Bet on Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Presented by ESPN Bet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
ESPN getting back in the game here, huh?
I guess so.
All right.
Got to get their name out there after the Kimmel fiasco. So,
Oh,
right.
Jesus.
NASCAR Xfinity Series in action on Saturday. That's the Kansas Lottery 300 at 4 p.m. Eastern on the CW. James, I get the first pick for the Truck Series this weekend, or the Cup Series.
Okay.
Sorry, Cup Series.
You can do the Truck Series if you want.
I can tell you nobody's going to win the Truck Series, and the person who has the best chance of winning this weekend is Corey Heim, despite the fact that they're not racing. So
right, yeah.
Still, he's probably going to find a way to pick up a win. I'm going to go with comeback this weekend. We're going to turn around and go from last in to first, and I'm going to go Chase Briscoe as my pick this weekend.
I thought you were going to go with Bubba there for a second.
Nope. I'm going with Briscoe. I think so. Truex has a good history here, and I kind of like to base what I think of Briscoe off of Truex's performance lately. So
okay, very good.
There you go.
I'll take the guy who usually flexes around this time of year at this place. I'll take Kyle Larson.
Yeah, it's a really good pick.
I mean, it's the cheap pick, but
it's got to be coming, right?
Again.
It's got to be.
He's got to win again at some. Yeah, that's my thought. He's going to win here at some point.
It's coming.
Again.
This is probably the one.
Yeah. He needs to get one. So
yeah,
go get it done.
James, we both had really strong fantasy days.
Yeah,
and it didn't matter.
We did. I don't recall our top 11 being this close like this. I finished in last. Well, second to last. Hot Rod Todd was behind me, but 220 points is usually pretty good.
Right.
That was 11th place. Tandem Draft Tona got the win, 253. Three-time champ, 252. He was second. Hendrick Flair was third. Eric, you finished 8th. You beat me by 3 points.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was really tight this week. Overall standings, a little bit interesting. I have a 90-point lead over Smoking Grill. Barron Speedway is just a little bit behind that. He's in third. We have the playoff standings now. I haven't checked those in a while. I am fourth in the playoffs. Man, Smoking Grill, he's back. He's winning the playoffs. So there you go.
There you go.
Good stuff.
Well, let me spend a couple of minutes here just looking for stuff to talk about so we can stretch this out a little bit more.
Finish the show.
Stretch it out. James doesn't need to watch any pregame, so
I don't really care about the pregame.
James, where can people find you on social if they want to tweet you about the Lions tonight?
At James Cush on Twitter or Instagram.
You can find me at eyoungdbm pretty much everywhere. You can find the podcast on Facebook at facebook.com/thesuperspeedway. Our website is thesuperspeedway.com. The podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and everywhere else. Wherever you heard us this week, subscribe for new episodes each and every week. Kansas Speedway this weekend, the NASCAR Cup Series and the NASCAR Xfinity Series both in action. Race number 2 of the round of 12 in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. We'll be back next week to break it all down. Until then, everybody, let's go racing.